you go to Hollywood to pitch a show, you're gonna have to suck dick to get that?
Yeah.
What? No, dude. Like, every one of your favorite comedians sucks dick then.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. They all suck Rogan's dick.
There's no way you actually believe that, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, hold on. This is real.
Like,
No bits.
Like, you have... Dude, like, everybody has to suck dick in Hollywood.
I never wanna have to count on you. Best friend, I never wanna have to count on you. Worst friend that I ever had. Best friend.
And we're live.
All right, everybody, here we go. It is episode number 5 of Your
Something
Worst
like
Friends.
that.
It's episode number 5. We shouldn't be losing track already.
It's terrible.
Once again, I am CJ Couch, and I'm sitting here with Josh Smith,
The worst Josh Smith.
the worst of them all. And how are you doing?
I'm doing great, bud. How are you?
I'm really good right now. I feel like I'm at the perfect level. I'm sponsored by Glenfiddich right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're allergic to alcohol.
It's a motherfucker of all motherfuckers.
What specifically though? Like, what happens?
Like, my sinuses flare up really bad. I have a hard time breathing, and I get like horrible sleep, and I get like a headache, and I just don't enjoy it anymore at all.
So when was the last time you drank?
I took a sip of your drink an hour ago.
Did that do anything? This is fucking 15 years aged, guy.
Not really.
What does that
no.
even mean?
I feel a little bit of sinus pressure right now on my nose.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah. And I mean, you saw it was like a little baby sip. I just wanted the flavor.
How'd you like it though?
It was delicious. It was fucking absolutely delicious.
Was it worth it?
I mean, probably not.
So
Maybe.
what?
You know what?
Okay,
I'll say it. Yeah.
it was worth it.
Because right now it's just a little bit of pressure. It's not bad.
Right.
But if I drink a glass,
Then what?
it feels like shit, bro. Like,
It feels like shit, but are you buzzed? Like, what's it like to be feeling like shit and buzzed? When I'm buzzed, I'm gravy. I
Sure.
don't have side effects that are negative other than,
there's a line, right? So, like, if I'm like partying, you know what I'm saying, and wilding, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
getting fucked up.
Right.
Then, like, yeah, there's a point where you drink past the I feel like shit, and then I just really pay for it, like, the next day. I won't sleep that night, and I'll just really pay for it the next day. But if I just kind of casually have a couple drinks or something like that, I just, like, feel like shit before I get a chance to get drunk. Because, like, I've always had, like, I'm not... By no means am I some like alcoholic pro or anything like that, but I've always had a fair tolerance to alcohol. Like, I'm it takes more than just a couple drinks to get me fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Some people are just that way.
Right.
They're just that way, dude. I don't know what it is. I have a high tolerance in life for like everything basically, and I don't know why. Because I'm not some brute
Sure.
of
right.
a man.
Like,
Like I'm barely an adult. Like
Right.
I feel like I'm in puberty, and I don't get it, but I always have. And I think you're probably got the same thing.
when I was recording the Jilly Bones show,
JB, shout out, plug it.
shout out to Jilly Bones.
Where can people find it? Plug it.
It's gone.
Sorry.
R.I.P. But shout out to the homie. But yeah, we were killing a handle of vodka like an episode. Like, it was bad, man. Like,
When the fuck? When was this?
this was about 3 years ago. 4 years ago.
What? So this whole entire time, like in those, so you're like feeling like shit, but you're just drinking anyways.
It didn't really like, that's kind of when it started happening, and it might be my body being like, yo, bro, like,
Sounds like
this
it.
is not healthy, you know. But I don't know, like, it started about, like, it would happen sometimes about 4 years ago, 3 years ago. And then about 2 years ago, it was like almost every time. And now it's like, yeah, every time. And like, I'll still have a few drinks every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like,
have you been allergy tested? Like,
no, I don't fuck with doctors, bro. Like, I'm gonna say this right now. American healthcare is mad fucked up. Like, mad fucked up.
For people like us, yeah. If you're rich as fuck, though,
It's
great.
Mad fucked up.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, I don't know the last time I've been to a doctor. I don't know. Truly. Probably 10 years ago.
I understand, bro.
I might never go back.
I don't fuck with doctors.
I might never go back. But have you been tested? Like, you're just assuming you're allergic. You know? I feel like it's all assumption.
I mean, why else would I mean, either way, it doesn't matter.
Maybe you're dying. And your body's like, hey, you put this alcohol on me and we're going to die faster. You thought about that? You're bald. You might have cancer.
Bro, I'm probably going to die at some point really fucking soon.
Why do you say that?
Because I've lived a horrible fucking life. Like,
when do you think, like, if you had to put an age on it, don't curse yourself. Let's not do an age. Let's say if you were to, there was someone else like you, because you're special, but there's someone else who lived exactly like you did. How long do you give them? Including how you do now. You live pretty not hard. And I mean in terms of partying.
Right, but my grind's retarded.
Right, but that might be keeping you alive, son.
There might be some truth to that. Mm-hmm. I think that if somebody in a parallel me had done what I did, they would have died already.
Yes. That's where tolerance comes in.
Right, exactly.
Ability to drive drunk comes in.
Right.
Some people can, some people can't. It's not a good thing. You shouldn't do it. I'm not doing it. But if you're going to be a person getting fucked up out there and you cannot drive, you're gonna fucking die.
You know what? Like, it's funny that you say that. Like, it's something I never want to flex because it's like fucking just a dirtbag thing. But bro, like,
flex on it, dude. This is why
I'm a pro fucking drunk driver. Like, so here's a funny story. Actually, it's really bad. All right,
dude. Disclaimer: we're telling drunk driving stories,
100%
for sure, right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, and keep in mind too, this shit was like 17 years ago. Like,
my shit wasn't.
Okay, cool. But mine was, right? At least this story. But I went and partied over at my buddy's house over off Monument at the time I was living at the beach.
Ooh, scary drive.
So you talking going over the ditch, bro. Like, for those that don't know, beach people don't go over the fucking ditch. Like, they just don't do it.
That's why they call it the ditch, because it just sounds so like icky, and I'm not going over that.
100%. And I went out there, and my roommate came out there too. And but we took separate cars, and we were out there wilding and partying and shit. And I had like a tag light out or something stupid on my fucking Jeep. And my roommate said he would just follow me home, so that way a cop didn't get right behind me and see that. You know what I'm saying?
Classic.
Yeah. It's totally,
Great
nice
friend.
guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. And but I'd been partying hard, like real hard.
What does that mean? Let's talk about it. Let's break it down.
We're talking. This was one of those times where I did some coke to make sure I could keep drinking,
and also to make sure that you can drive. We're getting gnarly here. This is not for your kids episode. This is not safe for work.
Right.
This is true. Oh shit, though.
Real talk. Like
the reality.
I did a bunch of booze, like drinking beers.
A bunch of booze.
And then we were slamming some liquor as well. I forget what we were drinking. Again, it was 17 years ago. I was probably drinking like Miller Lights and fucking some something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't even old enough to drink. I was fucking 19. You know what I'm saying? And so my buddy tails me home, and we get back to the house, and he comes running up to my Jeep, and I park, and I turn off the Jeep, and I open up the door, and he runs up, and he's like, bro, you're the best drunk driver ever. Like, you did not swerve once. And I looked at him, and I was like, cool. And I fell right out of my fucking Jeep. Completely blacked out, collapsed. He had to carry me into the fucking house.
You know how hard it is to carry you anywhere?
Oh, back then, bro, I was skinny.
I'm kidding. Isn't that nuts though that you have that? Like, okay, this was me, honestly. Like, I was the designate. Like, I drove all my friends' cars. Like, always. It was like the default. You know, like, it was very strange. But even on, like, God, I'm sorry to be this person. So we want to talk years ago. This is, 9 years ago.
Okay.
I'm 19. I'm 18.
Okay, same age as my story.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing young, dumb shit.
Right.
It's a terrible thing. Like, don't do this. Like, people could have died.
Right.
Go on.
And
I really this story somebody did.
I really got into just taking Xanax.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Definitely been there.
But I'd already had now I'm 19, so we've been drinking and driving for 3 years now. Mm-hmm. So this is 3 years of me being that guy.
Sure.
So I'm default, and I'm on a bunch of Xanax. Mm-hmm. So I'm also wasted, obviously. So
of course.
There's so many nights that all I remember about the night is driving because of cocaine.
Oh, God.
If we're going to be real.
Okay.
Because I'm on Xanax. I'm drunk as fuck, and when you do that, if you take one Xanax bar and you drink, you're going to black out. I was taking a lot, and I'd black out. And then suddenly I'm doing cocaine because they need me to drive. And guess what? It worked every fucking time, dude. I've never been pulled over. Like, wild fucked up. Ever. And now I don't know. Uber's straight.
Sure.
Right.
I've never been pulled over fucked up, actually, now that you mention it. I don't think it's ever happened.
I mean, I've been fucked up on, hard drugs. Dude, I got pulled over one time. God, this is like a really aggressive episode. I got pulled over one time this was nuts, dude. So, like, my license is suspended at this time. Thank God. This is like right at the beginning of COVID.
I don't know if you should admit some of the shit you're about to say.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Yeah. I cannot get in trouble for this.
Hell yeah. Go on.
Because I didn't have anything on me other than what I had on me.
Sure.
And you'll hear what it is. So, I get pulled over, and I'm with this girl, and I was like living at the hotel and everything, and COVID had just started, and that saved me because they were not taking people to jail for bullshit like driving on a suspended license, Right. So I get pulled over.
This is like very recent.
This is like one of the last of me like getting high shit.
Okay.
So I get pulled over and I have a crack pipe on me, right? And I'm wearing like a zip up jacket. So I give it to the girl and I'm like, hide this. The cop comes up, takes my license, he takes my license plate. Everything. I know we're gonna get in trouble. You know what I mean? I knew my license was suspended. It's like fucking 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
we are
absolutely
fucked up. We are driving to go get more shit. Right?
What are you fucked up on?
I'm sorry, man. It was fentanyl and crack cocaine.
Whew.
And we were going to get more crack cocaine.
So,
please let me finish telling the story real quick and then ask me. Because it's one more thing.
Okay.
So everything's done. We're good. He just tells me, park your car here, walk home. I'm happen to be right by where I live.
Okay.
I'm walking. 2 minutes later, put my hands in my pocket. Got a rig. That's what you shoot up with. That was just, imagine if it wasn't COVID time.
Wow.
No search, no nothing. I got blessed. So what were you going to ask me? Look at me now.
Mixing crack and fentanyl, isn't that like speedballing? Like, isn't that some shit that would like?
No, pussy. This ain't no bullshit. Well, I'm not shooting up crack and fentanyl in the same fucking shot.
I don't know.
I'm not shooting up crack at all.
I don't fuck with these drugs, so I don't know.
So
like, doesn't your heart get confused? Like, the crack's like go 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 go, and the fentanyl's like chill, bruh.
I'm doing drugs at that time because my heart was already confused, bro. But real shit. I mean, that's just the reality of being a drug addict right there. Okay, like you're gonna smoke 100%. Crack and you're gonna do fentanyl. Like if that's what you're doing it.
Oh yeah.
Like people, I don't know how to stress how different things were, but I was living in a motel. Living. I
living in a motel.
Had nothing. I still had work at the time. I was still somehow fooling it, but I lost that real quick. And then I don't even want to say it, but it worked out.
That's what's up.
It worked out.
As long as it works out.
Right.
Glad you're healthy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like comedy seriously is the reason. Like in terms of I cannot do it and do drugs.
Right.
I can't.
I mean, you can, but it won't be good at it.
No, I can't because like for me, I need to work.
Right.
And like where I left off, if I pick back up again, I'm going to be there in 4 days. And like fiscally, I have enough money right now because I haven't been doing dumb shit, but eventually I'd blow right through that.
Right.
And my tolerance would be way up and it's a month later and now I'm strung out and it's not worth it. Like all for what? Like I really want to do comedy. It's so fun.
Sure.
Like at the very least, it's such a fun thing and it's so fun to hang out with your friends. Like I wouldn't know you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's nuts.
Yeah.
Like comedy's awesome. Beyond, I mean, aspirations of doing something huge. It's just a really cool thing.
I agree.
Like I love it. Okay, so yeah, comedy's cool.
I mean, I'm just glad you're doing better.
I've gained a lot of weight.
It's hot.
It's crazy.
It's crazy what eating food instead of drugs will do for you.
It is. And it's also crazy how much... Okay, so when you're in the midst of it, I don't think about the life I'm living now as being fun. When I'm in the midst of being an idiot.
Sure.
Right? But like, now, I look at that and I'm like disgusted.
Right.
It's strange how your reality is so different.
Well, yeah, like you're talking about some real fucking drugs that completely distort your perception of reality.
It does in terms of feeling. Like you don't feel correctly. So that...
All drugs distort your perception of reality, even the one in your hand. Like
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the old cliche, but I mean, nothing will make a 5 a fucking 8 faster than booze. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and being funny on stage.
Whoa. Burn.
Was it a burn?
No.
Were you taking it that way?
I like it.
No way. Obviously meant it. I'm just kidding. That's one of those that is, if you know, you know. You know?
I like to party.
Like to party? Okay, I got something here on my hand.
Okay.
I go to Clark's Fish Camp
the
other night for a walk. I'm going to bring my dog.
Okay.
Now, for those who don't know, Clark's Fish Camp is a really shitty restaurant, but it's a beautiful atmosphere. And I didn't go to the place, obviously. This is like, it's closed. But they have like a dock. So I'm out on the dock, and I bring my dog, and she's on a leash and everything. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to smoke a cig and sit down. So I take her off the leash. The dock itself is very close to the water. Like it's 4 inches higher. It rises with the water and everything. You know what I mean? And everything around it is like lily pads with those really small ones, so it looks like solid. This is Alligator Alley. Have you been there?
No.
Okay, you know the end of Joynton Creek Road, like the end of Hood Landing.
I'm familiar with the area.
Okay, just imagine essentially, like when I say Gator Haven, what you're picturing is what this is.
Okay. I mean, I've been to the Gator Farm.
Okay, not like that. Like nature's Gator Haven. Like where
Got you.
it's nighttime, it's hunting time for these motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
My dog steps into the fucking water.
Oh, no.
Dude. I was like so close to jumping in. So it makes like an L, right? Like you walk down the dock and then it turns. And I'm at the part that's like a floating thing. Dude. She's like going deeper and deeper into it. I'm like, I'm about to jump in. I'm seriously about to jump in. And she just happens to turn a little bit and starts going towards the other part of the dock. So I run over there. Dude, she had her harness on. I literally fucking just picked her ass up and threw her down on the dock. I've never, like the other time I've been more scared than that was when she choked. She ate a huge breaded chicken wing and like took a step. Feet fall in, falls on her face, stops breathing.
Oh, God.
Dude, have you ever had a primal scream? Like, it just happened.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
You cannot recreate that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
I did not know that's how I would scream.
Right.
It's insane. And I fucking shoved my hand down her throat. She's done. No breath. She's passed out. I fucking pull a stick out. I'm like, nothing happens. I shove my hand down there again, pull out a big-ass Publix breaded chicken wing. She jumps right back up and acts like nothing ever happened.
Holy shit.
Dude, you got Zelda right there? Whew. You want to talk about anxiety, dude?
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm getting anxiety just thinking about that.
I can see it. I felt bad.
That shit is...
I felt bad for a second. I was like, I really don't want to... I don't want to like get him all anxious because I know he's got a dog, but it was.
She old as hell too, so like I question everything she does now.
It's like an old ass parent or
I think
grandparent.
she's got like dementia and shit because like, she just kind of like wanders at points. Like,
don't. When do they not?
Fair, but like she's always by my side, always. And like I don't know, like sometimes like she's just, you could tell she's like like not there. Like,
yeah, it's weird how you can see it in them. Like you can see what they're feeling.
Oh yeah.
And you can see checked out.
Right now she knows I'm talking about her and she's pissed.
You think she's mad? I 100%. Wish we had a camera person.
Right, they could focus in on Zelda right now so you could see.
Dude, I don't know. I think that would just be so cool.
Sure.
Like, have a steady cam like this set up. There's a camera just on a tripod, which this is just an iPhone. But, like, have a camera on a tripod and then have some fucking sexy-ass little slut bitch. Nah, some kid. Some, like, kid at UNF who needs to work on production and he wants to be a photographer. And videographer type dude. He wants to be a director of photography.
Director.
DP. And we let him just fuck around with the camera.
I'm just saying.
For free.
We can hire an intern.
We don't have to hire them, they can do it for free.
That's what hiring an intern is.
Every intern works for free.
Yeah. Not every intern.
Okay, I was going to say, you say it like there is no intern who's ever gotten paid.
I have no idea what I'm talking about whatsoever.
I clearly don't. Like you might be right.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I just feel like you gotta. There's too many interns for them not to get paid. With that said, you can find one for free.
Right, 100%.
Like, dude, you gotta do every other Wednesday and every Saturday you gotta do an episode.
What?
You can't come over, dude, for free with your sick ass camera?
Come on, bruh.
You know some fucking UNF nerd kids already got some sick camera, dude.
If you're watching this podcast right now and your dick is hard, I want you to call me.
Man, so I got this pit in my stomach right now. I'm fucking starving, but I love it. I need it.
Pizza's here.
I know you want it, and I want it, but I love this feeling. I didn't say it to eat. Like, I have to perform with this in me.
Really?
If I feel like satisfied in a way, which is obviously rare, but like I don't like it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I crave satisfaction
Right.
endlessly. But for me, I need to be focused on my performance, and I can't have that feeling of hunger weighing me down. Also, there comes a point where like you start getting a headache and shit, and if that happens, I'm not gonna be at my best. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as like you start feeling like shit, you're not gonna be delivering your best set. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel you, but I don't feel like shit.
well, that's good. I'm saying like when I don't eat for a while, I start to feel like shit. But that's probably because I'm fat. And my body's like, yo, feed me, you fat fuck.
No, I think it's different for different people. As everything fucking is.
Absolutely.
But like, there's definitely comics who will eat right before.
Yeah.
And there's some who, like me, don't at all until after. Now, after, you want to smoke some pot? You want to go fucking eat some food, dude? I'm your guy.
Sure.
I'm your guy. You want to have a drink after the show and get some fucking really bad for you food?
About it.
I'm actually about it.
Like,
You're
what's your favorite bad for you food? Like, just gluttonous, like, I'm talking like post comedy show, so it's got like late night bullshit trash food. You know what I mean? Like,
So it depends on the setting, right?
okay.
Now, if we're going out after
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna go sit somewhere and drink, and just, I like a bunch of little different, like if it's ale house, I want them loaded cheese fries with them. I want that mountain melt.
You want a bunch of apps.
Right.
100%.
No discrimination. One thing about me that has made me much better in life for my own self is I will eat anything.
It's hot.
I'll try it. I used to not be like that at all. I'd be like, I ate a lot of stuff. I was never picky, but I was like, spicy's not really for me. I don't want it. Now, dude, order it.
So you eat anything,
Order it.
but you won't kiss a man.
Like, that's in any way a parallel. So wait, you'd kiss a man, but you wouldn't eat anything. You wouldn't eat everything.
Again, there's a dollar amount involved, and there's a lot of things I'll eat for a dollar amount. Where's the line, though? Is there anything like you just won't eat? There's no dollar amount.
Never in my life. I've never. What do you mean dollar amount? What do you mean by that?
Like, I'll
Too expensive?
no, like I'll pay you this to eat this nasty ass shit,
I mean, okay.
like Fear Factor type shit.
I don't. Fuck that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about we go to a restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing on that menu
That you wouldn't try. Sure.
that I wouldn't try.
Yeah, I'll try anything once.
Exactly. And I found that I usually like it.
Yeah,
Truly.
that's cool.
Now, there's some things that are very hard to come by, so let's get specific.
Okay.
All right? Mole sauce.
I don't know what that is.
It's Mexican. I am lucky to grow up in a family where truly, I will let you try it. If I'm wrong about this, we'll make this a clip, and you can then make another clip of you punching me in the face.
I'd rather kick you in the nuts.
I'd rather you punch me in the face,
So I'm going to kick you in the nuts.
and I will punch you in the face. That was good. But you'll love it, is the point of this mole sauce.
Okay.
It's very hard to find that at a regular restaurant where it's good.
Okay.
Because Marsala. Chicken Marsala sauce for going Italian.
Marsala, isn't that like the mushrooms and shit?
Mm-hmm.
don't
Brown
fuck-
sauce.
I don't fuck with mushrooms.
Love mushrooms.
Don't fuck with mushrooms.
Well, about it, portobello, white, whatever you got.
Fuck mushrooms.
Have you always been a fuck mushrooms person?
100%.
So you say fuck mushrooms, but you obviously tripped on mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd eat them.
Risk for reward. You know how I used to eat shrooms? Like, I would put them in between Star Crunches.
Dude, I love Star Crunches.
Fuck yeah.
My mom used to pack me one every day for lunch, dude, in
Fuck
elementary
yeah.
school, and I'd be like, oh, fucking. And also, I'd have like a little cold thing in there and a Coke or something. So that bitch would be like kind of cold.
A little cold, a little chilly.
A little crispy.
Oh, yeah.
I love a Star Crunch, dude.
Fuck yeah. Fucks with Star Crunch.
I would put I think I've done this once and it was the best. Shrooms in a McDonald's cheeseburger.
Oh, okay. I don't fucks with McDonald's cheeseburgers either, though.
Why?
Because they taste like shit and give me really bad gas. Like,
I'm sorry, it's just the way you said that. You're like, because they taste like shit. Did you say they give you gas?
yeah, like really bad. Like McDonald's hamburgers give me the worst, stankiest of fucking farts, bro. Like,
Dude, I love when my farts and my shit smell like what I ate.
oh no. Oh no. I know exactly what you're talking about too. It's the worst.
I swear to God, I had enchiladas with like verde sauce, like green tomatoes, and but my dad makes it different. It's very good, and I ate that, and this morning I shit, and it smelled exactly like it. It made me so hungry.
Oh, that's so gross.
I'm just kidding.
That's so gross.
How do you feel about breakfast?
It's the most important meal of the day.
That's hack, dude. Fuck that.
All right.
Smoke a couple cigarettes, you're good.
No,
That's a good breakfast. Couple cigarettes, energy drink.
I used to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like cup of coffee and a cigarette, totally skip breakfast, 100%. Right? But you telling me you don't like eggs and bacon?
I love eggs and bacon at fucking 11 in the morning.
What I'm saying is breakfast is my favorite food. Like that type of food.
All right, morning routine. Oh, it's your favorite food.
Right. Like I enjoy breakfast meals. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's your favorite like food place for breakfast?
oh,
For breakfast. Breakfast.
it depends. You know, have you ever been to Another Broken Egg off Southside?
I was gonna say that.
That place is
Great.
amazing.
They have another one in Riverside.
Nice.
Right. Pretty
Yeah.
great spot. I've only been to the one on Southside though.
Have you ever had the chicken and waffles at the Metro Diner?
You know I haven't, but I've been to Metro Diner so many times and I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's hit or miss on locations.
That's 100% fact.
You got to go to the OG spots.
And post COVID, you know, limited menus and stuff like that. It's been rough.
This limited menu bullshit.
Bullshit.
It's like, why? Like, you're making chicken regardless, but you're not making it this way. Fuck you.
It's just some ingredients are hard to come by right now.
I don't believe that.
I don't know what to believe.
You know, houses are at an all-time high in terms of prices across the country.
It's weird.
The housing market. How's that make sense?
I don't
Right?
understand.
How does that make sense? I've also never seen Publix or Walmart. I'm not saying COVID's fake. In no way am I saying that. I'm saying the idea that the economy is doing really bad. Maybe Wall Street's doing really bad. And that's a fucking facade, dude. That's not even real. In terms of hard money being spent and me watching it in the real world, lots of it. Go to Publix right now. Packed. Walmart, packed. I'm working every day. I'm sure you're busy.
Oh.
I just bought an Apple Watch.
Nice.
Speaking of... Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Ups and downs. You know, it happens.
But for the most part,
Yeah.
if no one wore masks, right? Like if you woke up from a coma and you went in a coma in fucking October of last year and you woke up now and no one was wearing masks and you lived in this area, you'd have no fucking idea. You'd have no idea.
Oh yeah. You'd be like, what in the fuck?
People
is
are
going
living...
on?
No. I say the opposite. I say no mask on. Right? That's the one thing you take away from this situation, and everything's exactly the same. I name one thing that's different, other than wait times when you call somewhere and the DMV.
There's still some places that aren't doing dine-in.
Haven't seen one of them. Wingstop, actually. I went there yesterday.
There you go.
They sucked. Boneless wings are garbage. I will never get them again.
Well, don't get boneless.
They were 60 cents.
Yeah, but
I'll never do it again.
yeah, boneless is trash, sir.
I'll never do it
Always
again.
get bone in. But yeah, they got decent wings there. They're not great, but they got decent.
I feel like I can't even say it, everyone.
Say it. Pussy if you don't.
We've said so much stuff. Like
you can edit this out anyhow.
I don't even care at this point. I'm saying it. I've been to Wingstops, a Wingstop in a bad area of town, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Yesterday was garbage. It was horrible. Nothing was good, and it was in the fucking heart of Mandarin.
Oh, the new one?
Yep. I got boneless.
Okay, so we
That's my fault.
We got from there recently.
Just opened.
And I got bone in, and Crystal and the kids got boneless, and it was fine. The sauce was a bit much.
I feel the exact opposite.
Lemon.
The lemon in the lemon pepper was too much.
That's what I was saying. Like, it was like tart.
It was too much.
It was hard. Like, it was hard to eat.
I love that. Hard. If you're watching this and you're hard right now, be our intern.
100%.
What do you think our intern's name would be? Matt.
Chaz.
Oh wait, Matt's coming on.
I'm thinking Chaz.
Chaz.
Yeah.
That's just Zach backwards. No one's name is Chaz. Everyone's name is Zach, and they call themselves Chaz.
No, I thought Chester becomes Chaz.
I'd rather be Chaz than Chester any day, dude.
100%.
Chester's beyond the whole molester thing. Let's take Chester the molester out of this.
Okay.
Funny. Let's say that never existed. The word molester doesn't exist. Chester's a fucking bitch name, dude.
It's a weird name. I've never met a Chester that wasn't gay.
I've never met a Chester other than the dude from Lincoln Park, and he's dead. And I never met him.
Whoa.
Yeah, so, you know.
So you never met a Chester?
Never.
Really? There was one.
Never.
There was one that I only one I knew. He was gay. He was in the closet, and he was like angry all the time.
Seems like being in the closet would be so unnecessary in this time, but also.
Well, this was 20 years ago.
Exactly. I was thinking that. That's gotta suck so bad. To not feel like you can. Like, okay, imagine you're in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you can make gay ass jokes, and it's fun.
Sure.
If you're in the closet, and
it's probably really uncomfortable.
I never thought of that. Now I understand why you don't do it.
Huh?
I never understood why people were like, you shouldn't joke around like that. Like, that's offensive. It's only offensive if a closeted person's around. Is it? Okay, if you're gay, do you think it'd be offensive? No.
Here's what's funny, man. Usually the people that are most offended are the people that aren't affected. The people that cry the loudest. You know what I mean? Like, how dare you?
I need black people to be in the room and start laughing. And it's never not happened with black people in the room when I do the I used to want to be black so bad thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because white people don't they feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Except for the cool ones.
Yeah.
But like I've noticed when there's black people in the room, they never don't laugh, and then you can see certain, and they're always a certain type of person.
Mm-hmm.
You can see certain types of people who are, I'm guessing, progressive as fuck and woke and all these other things, and they're afraid to be wrong in those beliefs.
Mm.
And in those beliefs, saying that you used to dress in blackface, no matter how sarcastic and obviously not real that is, you're not allowed to laugh at that because blackface is bad.
Right.
That's a bad hot topic.
How dare you?
Blackface.
but like, all right. So like, I used to do a bit, where it had some racially charged humor, and I actually got I actually like asked a few of my black friends before I started doing the bit, like, hey, is this funny? And is it okay coming from a white man? Like, does this work? You know what I'm saying?
They loved it.
And they loved it.
They
absolutely.
Love it. Every time.
And but at one point I did it live, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think it might have been your buddy Nick that was there. But like when I did the joke, nobody laughed. Everybody looked at him, and that made it awkward.
Boom.
You know
he
what I'm
just gave
saying?
y'all evidence for exactly what the fuck I'm saying.
Like,
it's worse when there's just one.
right. 100%. 100%. 100%. Like, because it's already a weird environment. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Because when there's just one, then there's the added pressure of being the black person. Do I laugh at this? It's funny, but if I laugh at this, then a bunch of white people start laughing at it, and does that make it okay?
If there had been
levels, man,
I would rather do comedy for a crowd of black people than a crowd of white people. I'm gonna say this right now: black people are way better audience members than fucking white people by like an insane margin.
Whenever there's a couple blacks in the room, I'm just talking to them.
No, but like they get into it, man. They laugh harder. They have more fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, white people are so uptight. Like,
they just got like, they just groove, baby. They're just, a little. They got soul in their veins. White people have stolen so many souls that like we have none in us.
Right?
Like we tried stealing them to fill them up in us. And we never could.
Never could.
Maybe that's what it is. We're like maybe the hate of blacks by the whites in the Victorian days and all time before stems from just like black people are way cooler. Like I've thought about this and I can't make it a bit, and I've tried, but I'll talk about it. Dude, like when I listen to my music, my emo, it's so sad. It's all depressing. It's negative, right? It's all like, I lost, When I listen to rap, dude, it's like fucking, I'm the shit. I'm awesome. I got this. I got that. Like, everything's great. Like, the perspective. When I listen to rap, like, when I listen to Gucci, right?
Right.
That's pretty much exclusively my guy. When I'm, like, going to listen to, like, rap, I like Gucci. That shit makes me happy. I noticed that.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I've been in quote unquote black areas, right?
Okay.
And lived and hung out and everything, and like the amount of fun had amongst everybody, not the amount of fun by me as a white person looking in. The amount of fun I noticed everyone else having always seemed, even at the lowest points, to supersede the amount of fun that me and my friends would be having when we were, there's something different. Like,
mo money, mo problem.
This is racist.
Extremely.
Is it racist to say that black people enjoy life? And from my perspective, I
don't think you could say black people enjoy life more than white people, but I think you could say that there are that just seems
worth it. Worth it.
Seems like a bit much, but I think maybe like there are cultures that enjoy things differently, right? And so urban culture, man, it's like all right, so for instance, before I lived in this house, Crystal lived in public housing, and I stayed at her house all the time. So that's where we were. You know what I mean? And
what area of town?
Where Anders is? You know where Windy Hill, that area?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like just past Windy Hill Elementary is like a little public housing area. But yeah, obviously in that neighborhood, it's a mixed bunch. Very few whites. You know what I mean?
Very few whites.
But a lot of like Hispanic and black people, and everybody's always having a good time. And you know what? When I grew up in some very ghetto ass neighborhoods throughout Jacksonville, like extremely ghetto ass neighborhoods.
Me too, dude.
No, like you ever been 8090 Atlantic Boulevard?
I mean,
Century 21, you know what I'm
okay,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
I've been all on Atlantic.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah, that's where I lived. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I started smoking weed. That's where I start. You know what I'm saying? Like it was hood. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what though? We all hung out. We all we were all up in each other's shit. Like everybody knew everybody's business and bullshit. And I hate all that. You know what I mean? But we had fun, man. We had like legit like block parties daily, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's just outside getting faded and fucked up.
See, that's exactly what I mean.
It's like a great time. Like,
yeah.
Once you get into these type of neighborhoods where you're like separated and everything, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the peace and quiet. I'm the loud neighbor, so I'm glad I've got distance from my neighbors. That
it's a big deal.
You know, I don't disturb them or anything like that. I can play drums and things like that, but it's a different type of I have no community here. You know what I'm saying? I wave at my neighbors when I drive by, but there's no community here whatsoever.
Exactly.
If I saw something like crazy fucked up happening, I would absolutely help them. But that's about the line of it. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's why we don't stop this conversation. We kept talking about it because you're fucking right, dude. It's community. 100%. It's like a sense of the importance of community is more established in other cultures, not even black and white. Like fuck that.
Right,
we're talking
like
every
Hispanic
other culture.
And, yeah, 100%. Like literally every other culture. You're 100% right. There's like pockets of it all throughout Jacksonville too.
Dude.
Like there's like Indian spots over like
Bay Meadows,
Bay Meadows and Gay Parkway West and shit. Yes, exactly. Like they all move into the same neighborhoods. Same thing with Russians, man. Like I remember at one point.
Oh, I dated a Lithuanian. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there was this one neighborhood in Ponte Vedra. It was called the Fairways. I don't know what it's called now.
I know where that is.
But like there were so many Russian people that lived in there and shit. Like it's just crazy. Like
my cousin come over.
Right.
Exactly. We brought family brought cousins. Family brought cousins. Next thing you know, we have a whole neighborhood. We call it Fairways in Ponte Vedra Beach.
So legit though. So legit. Like it's crazy though. Like everybody does that, and they have communities.
Can we
like,
do favorite race?
White people don't have communities. You know where white people have communities?
Country clubs.
Trailer parks.
Oh, dude.
Trailer parks.
Community based. So community based in a trailer park.
What is it about poverty that promotes community? I guess the necessity of the resources, like you know, local resources.
The reality that what you're doing is not that important. So what's important to you is hanging out, and when you're making all this money, you get this thing in your head where what I'm doing is important and it matters so much. So work is everything to me. So when I get off work, I'm gonna recharge my batteries, you know, and I'm gonna wait till work the next day, and I'm gonna stay in, and I never even know who my neighbors are. But when you understand that this is bullshit. There's not honor. You don't want to be doing what you're doing. For the most part, most people in true poverty, if they're working, do not want to be doing the job that they're doing. They would rather be doing something else. And when you would rather be doing something else, you cherish your time off for enjoyment. You can get satisfaction through succeeding, quote unquote, or you can get satisfaction through enjoying life.
It's all about what's important. That's why they always say, you know, money can't buy happiness. It's fucking truth. You know what I mean? I'll take, you know, a good buddy of mine. Shout out to Matthew Conley up in fucking Colorado.
Shout out.
My homie for life, Sleep Junkies.
He's getting married, right?
Yeah, he's
Congratulations. Congrats, dude.
But he took a chance recently and moved out to Colorado and left a situation where he was making X and bills were Y, and went to a situation where that margin was much slimmer. You know what I'm saying? But
that's what you got to do, though. If you want to do that.
And he was in a situation where that's what he had to do, and he's in a better situation now. Just got a promotion. Shout out again.
Congrats, promotion. But new wife.
But when I would go visit him out there, though, I could tell he was the happiest he had ever been his entire life. Mm-hmm. And I knew that, you know, he was in a situation where things were tight. You know what I'm saying? But like, he was just happy, and it just goes to show money can't buy happiness. You know what I mean?
No, it can't. Truly. Like,
really can't.
But that seems like such a cliche.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's always but you ain't ever seen somebody, crying on a jet ski or whatever. But like,
you're not always jet skiing.
Exactly.
You're not always on a fucking jet ski, you dumb idiot. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, people, when you have money, you have the ability to escape reality more often, but you still have to go from reality to escaping it. So even if you're spending 20 minutes a day in reality and that reality is shit, your perception of what life is shit. Regardless of what else you're doing, whether you're going out and shopping, or you're doing drugs, or you're drinking, or you're flying and doing baller shit like driving fast cars or prostitutes, whatever rich people do. Kill kids, adrenochrome, Pussy Island. Pussy Camp Pussy.
Camp Pussy.
Camp Pussy, dude.
Shout out to Camp Pussy.
Episode 4. That was a good one. Dude, honestly, episode 4 was so good. Thank you for that. Great episode.
It's always fun.
But like, you're not, doesn't make you happy. It just makes you able to ignore it a little bit more. But
yeah,
if you're not happy, you don't do anything that makes you happy.
It's funny, like, people who are depressed, they'll stop bathing and stop like taking care of themselves with basic hygiene and stuff like that, and like, obviously that makes you feel worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I don't take a shower, I feel like ass. You know what I mean? Like,
there's an odd, not only addictive quality to being depressed, but there's also this sort of like glamorized thing in society of like, you're not depressed, and what's wrong with you? Like, you don't see what's going on in the world? Like, things are tragic.
Right.
Like, as somebody who like truly rides waves, we'll say.
Sure.
It comes in waves. It's not a constant. It's not a constant, but like, I get a big ass wave of one feeling and then a big ass wave of another.
Okay.
It is weird to me that people like think it's really not cool, but people do. Like, people in a way like glorify it. Like, in a way that like Kurt Cobain glamorized heroin.
Sure.
In the way that it makes no sense that it glamorized it. How is that glamorizing that he killed himself and he was strung out and he didn't live up to his potential? But it does. I don't know why. There's something in human beings that look at that and go, he was so fucking cool.
Well, so it's funny. It's what the media like reports about him, right? So he seemed cool as fuck. He made different music that everybody liked, and he did heroin. Well,
nothing cooler than that.
I want to be cool as fuck, and I want to make music that people haven't heard before, and I guess I got to start with heroin.
I'll tell you what, though. Imagine right now I'm on heroin, and everyone knows. Every episode, CJ's on heroin. CJ does fucking... CJ, that's crazy. CJ's the heroin guy. Like, he goes on stage, he's on heroin. He fucking lives his life on heroin. That would be not that cool.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Like,
not at all.
How do they do it?
Yeah.
How do they sell that? Brilliant marketing.
I have no idea.
Like, in terms of evil genius, being able to take something so fucking evil and make it appealing.
Did you ever see the movie Walk Hard?
Love it.
Love it.
You never once paid for drugs.
Never once paid for drugs. But the whole bit where he's like, you don't want none of this stuff.
Yeah.
It takes all your bad problems and turns them into good problems.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, and there's also like, okay, this is all talking when you're young, because once you get older, you look at things like what I'm about to say and you understand the reality. But as a fucking child, when you're like a teenager and you see people partying in music videos and they're getting fucked up, like, that seems cool. When you see Kurt Cobain on MTV Unplugged on a gram of fucking heroin that's probably the best in the world, that he just did a huge, he just did a huge shot and walked out of there.
God, that performance is incredible too.
That's one of my top, it might be top 5, and if it is, it's number 5. But in terms of things for me to listen to,
It's got to be in top 10 somewhere.
top 10 for sure.
Yeah. For me, it's probably in the top 20. So fucking props on that.
Love it. Got it on.
And if you asked me at a younger age, it probably would have been in top 5.
Me too.
Yeah.
Dude, if you would have asked me in like the midst of dark heroin addiction,
Oh, I bet.
top 3.
Yeah. It's top 1.
Yeah, it's top 2 and it's not 2. You know, that's my shit. Yeah, dude, I really love that. But what I'm saying is like, it's weird how depression is sort of become that, and like seeing a psychiatrist and going and you're on medication, like that's glamorized in this weird way. Like a lot of celebrities do it,
Right.
and maybe because the goal of it is to take away this stigma, and like there's truly people that need it.
Sure.
Like I struggle hard, but like I've chosen to not take medication for like a reason of, it's definitely going to be something that like if I want to, let's say I get married and have a family, eventually to get a gun, if you're diagnosed with a mental illness and you're being treated for it, or you're diagnosed at all, I don't think you're going to be able to get a gun.
Guess what?
And I don't think you should be able to.
It's not that hard to get a gun.
I know. But like in the reality of what's going to happen in a few years, potentially, I want to be able to kill someone with the right to do so, not with some fucking throwaway.
There's more guns than people in this.
I understand.
Country.
Dude, I've had chances.
How crazy is that?
I could go get an illegal gun right now.
Why are there more guns than people?
Because, dude, it's a market. And markets are, in terms of spewing things out, like if human beings were a market-based instead of a conscious-based entity, we would be so much farther along.
I agree.
I don't understand how something, I mean, I guess there could be something that controls an entire species and turns it into a market itself. But
It's called a religion.
yeah. Dude. Giving 10% of your money
To God?
That's
What?
dude.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
That's honestly more genius than
Especially these like fucking megaplex churches and shit where the pastor makes millions of fucking dollars.
Have you seen Righteous Gemstones?
No, I dude, I don't even want to talk about this. I get so fucking angry. Like, fuck these people so hard.
Like you want to watch the show?
What?
What do you mean? You don't like? Okay, hold on.
I don't like talking about like these like.
Righteous Gemstones is a show about. It's a parody of it.
Oh, okay.
So it's
I
Danny
have no idea.
McBride, Adam from Workaholics,
Ah.
John Goodman,
Okay.
and they play like John Goodman's the dad, Danny McBride's one of the sons. They're all pastors in a mega church, like Joel Osteen style. Exactly what you're talking about. And they are rich as fuck, and they are gnarly. Like, imagine if Kenny Powers was a fucking preacher.
That's fucking great.
Exactly. Dude, we're so lucky to live in this time where, like, if this was any other period, there's no chance you wouldn't have seen Righteous Gemstones. But there's so much good stuff.
There's so much content right now. It's insane.
And people, and we make content, so it seems like, oh, that sucks. But, like, you can niche it up and without having a niche.
Sure.
That's the beauty. Having a niche creates a carousel door. You put a ceiling at the very least on what you're going to do. When you're just talking, it's limitless,
Sure.
right? But like you can just do that and have an entire life that revolves around you doing something creative that no one in the world knows about except for somehow 100,000 people.
Sure.
And those, out of those 100,000, 20,000 of those people give you fucking $5-10 a month, $20 a month, and now you're looking at, 6 figures,
Sure.
and you just
Make art.
and no one knows who the fuck you are. No one. If 100,000 people know you, no one fucking knows you.
Right? How crazy is that?
It's insane.
But most people don't know 1,000 people.
Like, it used to be either millions of people knew you or no one knew you.
True, there was no middle ground whatsoever there.
There was no, I have 100,000 fans across the world.
Right.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Literally impossible.
That's crazy.
That's the beauty of what's happened here. That's what no one's talking about. And I've never thought about it till right now, and thank you, Glenn Fittich. But, like...
Well, actually, so...
That's beautiful.
I recently, I was checking out the Joe Rogan, Jerry. He had Rob Lowe on.
Way better episode than I anticipated.
Oh, Rob Lowe is fucking great.
I don't like him.
Oh, I love him.
I love him now. I think he's everything I thought he wasn't.
Sure. But
Probably his goal of that, sorry.
Yeah, and I totally lost my...
Rob Lowe. He was on Joe Rogan.
I know, and I'm trying to remember the point of bringing that up. Damn it. What were we talking about before that?
Content and putting it out and how much there is and how you can have fans.
Oh, so his first show was the worst rated show on television, and he had 19 million viewers.
Exactly.
Which would be the highest rated anything on television now.
By far.
By far.
I think Game of Thrones, the final, like the White Walker battle, was like 15 million or something. That was the biggest thing.
Right.
Super Bowl is probably 30 million.
Right.
That's nuts, dude.
That's nuts.
So, like, the gap between you making a career off being an entertainer and being at the top of entertainment
has to do with how much dick you'll suck in Hollywood.
I disagree.
Well,
think about how many people.
Look at all the people that had to suck dick in Hollywood.
If you're a girl.
No, sir. All the boys had to, too. Look at the Coreys. Look at Jonathan Brandis, bro.
So you think, like, let's say you get undeniable, you have an hour of material that is boom, 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 just fire, dude. You're fucking destroying places. And you go to Hollywood to pitch a show. You're going to have to suck dick to get that?
Yeah.
What? No, dude. Like, every one of your favorite comedians sucks dick then.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. They all suck Rogan's dick.
There's no way you actually believe that, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, hold on. This is real.
Like,
no bits.
Like, you have... Dude, like, everybody has to suck dick in Hollywood.
Did you suck dick to get on Sharkies? Is that why I'm not getting it?
Yes.
I just don't think he likes me.
Yeah.
I just don't think he likes me. Or I just suck, I get that. But wrong. You do not have to suck dick to get a show on CBS, dude.
No, but to get like casted as an Avenger?
I do not agree.
I feel bad for the children, bro. All the kids in Hollywood got fucked.
Now that, yeah, for sure.
All of them.
I don't know about still because things are pretty tight.
Right. Like them kids that got fucked.
Boom. Little kid buttholes and little kid girl pussies getting fucked by Hollywood executives. And what are we going to do about it? Apparently nothing.
Not
but
a
make
goddamn
jokes.
thing.
We just make jokes about it. And we think it's all okay. Oh, this is Patricia. Were you there for that?
No.
So after Adam did a set where he, I guess, did pedophile jokes.
Sure.
She goes, 800,000 kids every year they go missing and doing pedophile jokes isn't funny and like bitched him out. Yeah. I was like, all right, Patricia.
Fuck off. Look, I'm going to say this
Patty.
right now. If you are offended by anything at all, do not, and I repeat, do not go to a fucking comedy show. You don't belong. It's not for you.
All right, what about this? What if there's some fucking Asian dude in the crowd. I'm just like, you chink motherfucking bitch ass. Like, and I kept just calling him a chink the whole time. Or a black person the N-word. There's in the attempt to be funny. Because there is things that are funny as fuck to us that are not funny to other people. And there's things that are funny to them that's not funny to us.
I understand, but then leave. Don't make a spectacle. That person's comedy is not for you.
True.
Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a line, but I mean, I'm sorry if you just up there going, "You're an N-word" to the black guy. Like the MC's gonna cut the mic on him. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna. Nobody's gonna let that ride. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty nuts. Yeah. I don't know. CBD Cafe. Who's cutting that mic?
I would cut. Like shit, your boy Nick checked somebody. Like,
dude, I loved that. Did we talk about that?
We did. That shit was fucking great,
dude. I love when people, like, he was so young and had no idea that you can't say the N-word. That's how isolated and non-community based white people are.
Right,
he just heard his dad say it all the time, and he's like, "It's fine. Me and my friends say it when we're rapping after smoking weed in our car."
Exactly, and I bet he's got a couple black friends that he says that around
for sure,
and so he thinks it's okay. But it's like, no.
Dude.
They granted you access because where you live, they're an extreme minority.
Severely suburban area.
Exactly. Like,
they're like a minority on a more than already being the minority scale.
Exactly. Like, I'll be honest with you, man. Like, there is nothing harder for a black man, I think, than to grow up in a all white, rich, like, entitled neighborhood. Because, like, the racism is real in those scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you will fuck so many white girls.
Oh, you'll fuck all of them if they've got the slightest bit of daddy issues. You don't even have to try. You could like trip and just fall into some pussy.
So, something I've noticed about me, it makes no sense, is white girls that are like mostly into just black dudes. Like me for some reason.
Weird.
I'm their white guy.
I mean, you're pretty white trash.
Really?
Based on your drugs and lifestyle choices and everything. You know, I mean, you are sleeved up and like.
I always don't even consider that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like, you look like you would ruin my credit.
That was so accurate. I look like I ruined my credit. And I did.
Oh, shit. You know what? On that note, though,
I think
we're going to wrap this one up. So, fuck you.
Fuck yes.